Hello, I am Rosie, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the 4 common pitfalls that I see business owners make and how you can overcome these pitfalls so you don't stay stuck in them. So we're going to dive into these 4 areas. The areas are: number 1, having a misaligned strategy or mentor; number 2, not having a freedom-based business model; number 3, having a lack of clarity in your business; and number 4, having a lack of systems and structures. So if you're here for all 4, keep watching. Otherwise, I've put the timestamps in the caption of this video if you want to go to a direct one of those pitfalls. Let's get into it. So the first pitfall, having a misaligned strategy or mentor. What do I mean by this, and how do you overcome it? There's many flavors in which you can be within business world, and there's many drivers for why people are providing a service. Money is a big one and an obvious one, right? But if you're here connecting with me, then yes, we want abundant financial freedom, 100%, and we can get that. But we have another motivator for why we're also doing this work, which is that it feels like it comes from our soul. It runs deeply for us. We want to make a difference in the world. We want to have a positive impact in the world. And that is a different kind of flavor to coaches who are just there to make money, because we can make a lot of money while making a lot of people unhappy by giving a really crappy service. But if your bottom line is you just want to get rich, you don't really care about that, right? You don't really care that you've a line of unhappy clients. And this has been from experience, that when you connect to a mentor who isn't from the soul, the strategies they share with you, the approach that they share with you will be very unsoulful. And this has 2 issues for someone like you, someone like me. The first is it's gonna feel really icky for you. It's not gonna feel aligned. There's gonna be resistance within you because this isn't the way you want to do it. You don't want to shame people. You don't want to push their pains. You don't want to create victim savior complexes where they feel desperate for needing you and then they come in really needy, right? All of that isn't what we want. Secondly, and even more importantly, is your ideal client is repelled by these strategies. So my ideal client, soul-led people wanting to create a business from their heart, soul, spirit. If I use these strategies from misaligned mentors, it would repel you, okay? You'd hate it because it's not the energy that we're speaking. It's not the energy that my client wants to hear. And your client, if you're creating something from the soul, is the same. They don't like that language. They know the mind games we are playing and it repels them. So in fact, by taking a soul-led approach within your strategy, within the mentorship you receive, not only allows you to step into your entrepreneurial journey and step up, but it makes you magnetic to your ideal clients. So it is so important not to seek mentorship from misaligned mentors. And how can you know? By checking into that soul piece, by checking into the types of strategies that they use themselves, because that's what they'll teach you, or that they share on a discovery call. And if they all feel a little bit icky, the chances are they aren't even going to work for your people. There's a whole different game we play when we're doing it from the soul. Now, if you're curious about what that difference is, I'm here and I'll happily explain that to you. So shoot me a message on Instagram, DM me at Growth with Rosie, and we can have a bit of a back and forth of those differences. But primarily, the difference is the way that a soul-led business coach, or how I work, can't say it for everyone, is your soul is at the center and we build around that, right? I'm never going to remove your soul and make you just like me. Your soul is at the center. We build these systems and structures all based around your soul, what feels good for you, what's going to be good for your ideal clients. It's a very unique process versus like a carbon copy and paste job. Everyone's the same. No, your soul is unique. Your soul business is unique. And that is the approach that I take within business. So the second pitfall that I see a lot is not creating a freedom-based business model. Now, I'm sure you've seen it online many times with many different content creators showing their amazing life, traveling the world, all these different things. The reality is, if you want to have a freedom-based lifestyle, whatever that means for you, so that might mean travel, that might mean more time with your family, that might mean having a 3-day work week so that you can do your yoga and your meditation, whatever it means for you. In order to create that freedom-based lifestyle in business, it has to be ingrained into the business model you make. And there's often this assumption that just because you go full-time in your business, you're going to have all this time freedom and everything's going to be amazing. But actually, if there's no intention into the business model you create for freedom, it won't happen. You will end up maybe working even more hours than you're working in your 9 to 5. So how we create that freedom-based business model is in a few ways. How I do it is creating automated systems. So there's a big bulk of your back end, the big bulk of what is bringing you those clients is happening automatically. We've built this beautiful, seamless, lovely funnel, and it's all just coming to you, giving you that time freedom. If you haven't built that, then you are manually doing all those things that takes a lot of hours in the week. Secondly, is how you build your containers, your contracts, everything with clients so that you can enable freedom to be in that. So I have a paid week off a month within the business model I've made, and that's with intention, right? So how you create your offers and how you run the operations of your business is really key to have that intention of freedom when creating that. Otherwise, freedom won't actually come in. The third pitfall I see a lot is having a lack of clarity. And I mean clarity. I don't mean, yeah, I kind of roughly know. I mean, you are so freaking crystal clear on who you are, who you serve, and what that looks like. This is the bedrock. This is the foundation of your entire business. If we don't have that clarity piece, everything else that comes next becomes very disjointed. And I've seen this with really high performing coaches who have 500,000 followers on Instagram, have a full-blown business. Their lack of clarity has resulted in big flops in some of their offers and some of their launches, because it is so important to have that clear for everything else to work seamlessly and beautifully. Now, clarity, the way that I speak about it, the way that I mean it, I'm meaning so pin drop clear. And this can be hard if you don't know the right questions to ask yourself, you don't know the right angles to think of it, and what ways you need to be thinking around it, right? Getting that clarity piece clear will change the trajectory. So I have an entire workbook and guided journey around clarity that is in the caption of this video. So you can grab that after you've watched this, and that honestly will really shift things. By the end of all of that, you'll have a really clear power statement of who you are, who you serve, and how you serve them. So you can confidently say that to the world. The final pitfall that I see often is not having the systems and structures in your business to support the business flow happening. At the end of the day, you want to sell your product or service. You want to support clients. You want to serve in some way. But to get to that point, it doesn't just magically happen. We have to have these systems and structures in place to get us to the bit that excites us, the bit that we're here to do, right? And not knowing what those systems and structures are, or knowing how to implement them properly, creates many, many moments in the journey from potential client to client where they could drop off, where they don't know how to navigate your space, right? So we want to make it really easy by creating these systems and structures. And when we don't have them, we lose out on so many potential opportunities to support someone and change their freaking life. We need them. Think about any business, like something as huge as McDonald's or Apple. They don't get to just rock up and it all works. They have so much operating systems that make everything work smoothly. And the same goes into your business. The way that I like to teach this is to make it as easy as possible, to make it soulful throughout, no sleaziness, and to automate it for that time freedom piece. So all of what that is, I also have in a free roadmap on how to consistently sign your ideal clients with ease. That is also in the caption of this video. So if you want to see step by step what those systems and structures are to get you to that point, take a look at that roadmap and let's touch base after that to make it really unique and personalized to you and your business. Now, if you feel there is any other pitfalls that I haven't mentioned here today that you feel maybe you are struggling with, please shoot me a message and I'm happy to support and share more on them. So simply message me on Instagram on Growth with Rosie or send me an email at connect@growthwithrosie.org. And I will be here to support you with anything else that is coming up that you are finding this roadblock and this resistance to. Otherwise, I want you to think about what from those 4 do you most resonate with where you're at right now, and let me know so I can give you a little action step to take based on whichever one you are stuck on. So reach out, I'm here, let's not stay stuck, let's move forward into all you are meant to become.